So I know I've said this before, but I cried for almost 2 years, every day for almost 2 years after she left. And in the beginning, there wasn't a damn thing I could do to stop it. It was beyond me, bigger than me, um, and I just kind of, I couldn't fight it. There was no fighting it. As time went on, and I kept, trying. I mean, I went through all the normal stages of grief. I think, the anger and whatever all the stages of grief are. But like I think I said in another video, I never stopped wanting her. So it was hard to let it go and to let her go, even though she was already gone. But what I learned as it went on, there came a point where I could have fought it, or I tried to fight it. And I'd get mad at myself, and I'd beat myself up because I was still crying over this woman who left, and I'm better than that, and this shouldn't be affecting me like this. All the things that you tell yourself. And because of that, I was trying to fight not crying and not feeling what I was feeling, because in my head, it should have been done with. I should be handling it differently. Society says, oh, you shouldn't be still mourning her, mourning the loss this long after, or blah, blah, blah. And my mistake was listening to all of that, and listening to what I thought, society was saying, and that caused me even more grief, and it made it even harder. And I think if I hadn't have fought, it maybe wouldn't have lasted as long as it did. But I kept beating myself up, and I think what I learned along the way is, don't fight your feelings. Let it flow. Because I think had I just let it flow right from the start and didn't turn into the fighting stage or the beating myself up stage, it would have subsided sooner. But I kept this internal struggle with myself, kept me in that space. And I didn't know any of this back then. I can look back on it now, and I can see that. But while I was going through it, I wasn't aware of that. But I see that now, and so I was trying. I was, doing the 2 steps forward, 3 steps back kind of thing, because I was getting rid of stuff. I was doing this. I was, meditating and doing all these things that people say you should do to get over heartbreak. But I was kind of negating all of that by beating myself up for still feeling, and I wasn't open enough to just let it flow. Go with it. Don't fight it. And I think it would go away sooner. And because what I thought was, if I didn't fight it, I thought I was inviting it to stay. And I didn't want it to stay. So I was fighting, because I thought if I just gave up fighting, then I was just inviting it to stay. And the truth is, I don't think that's true. I think that accepting it and letting it flow without the resistance of fighting or whatever goes on in your head and whatever you think society thinks, that would have let it just keep flowing. But I was stopping it up with my fighting and my thoughts and stuff. So when it finally came time where I was just like, I'm so ready, and I had the hypnosis session, and that was, I think it was like a release of emotional trauma protocol or something. It was a very emotional hypnosis session for me, and I cried through it. And when it was done, the crying was gone, and the pain, the heartache, the suffering, all of that was gone. And I felt it. I felt it kind of leave, and I felt so much lighter. And what it didn't take away, though, was the memories and the feelings of love. It didn't even take away the love, because I still love her. But it took away that pain and suffering and the heartbreak that I was actually feeling until the DMT, and then it came back, but that's subsiding now, and that's another story. But I guess what I just wanted to say this time is, don't fight the feelings. Let them flow. You know, don't invite them to stay, but invite them to come on through. And don't fight it, and don't beat yourself up for whatever it is that you're feeling, because nobody can tell you how you should feel or not feel, or how long you should feel this or not feel this. Nobody can tell you that. Everybody's on a different journey, and some people may get over heartbreak in a heartbeat. Some people like me don't. And that's just the way it is. So don't fight it. Don't beat yourself up, and don't let anybody else tell you how you should feel or what you should be doing, because it's your journey. You're the only one on it, and you've got to get through it however you can get through it. And I think if you just allow everything to flow, it'll work itself out quicker than if you fight. So that's all for today. Thanks. We'll talk again later. Bye.